ready to go. So for today's session, starting with the smallest weight. So I do kind of sometimes like to have like slightly lighter weights and slightly heavier weights. So this is a 2 pound and these are 5 pound, but you don't have to do that. You could just have one. And then I have one heavier weight. This is a 10 pound weight, but we're only going to use one. So you could very easily just double up to smaller weights. So you really could get by with just one set of weights. If so, I just wouldn't go heavier than 5 because that would be too hard on your shoulders. And then the other options are to either use a yoga block or a lightweight ball or a sofa throw pillow if you don't have either of those things. And then I have this is like a stronger resistance band. You could use medium resistance. If you have therapy bands, like if you've ever done PT, sometimes you get those would work. Okay, so that is our equipment. We're actually going to start standing up. Do a couple of rounds of sun salutations just to kind of warm up, and then we'll be integrating weights and some of those things. All right, so come up to the top of your mat. So it's only 30 minutes, so we won't do lots of stretching with this one, but I want to just get your body at least somewhat loosened up. So coming to the top of the mat, feet under shoulders, already starting to engage through our core, through our glutes, shoulders down and back, bringing everything in, taking a deep inhale. Open your mouth and let it go. Letting go of any tension you might be holding there. Inhale, reaching up, stretching through the body. Exhale as you bring your hands to heart center. So at times we'll be breathing through our mouth on the exhale, and at times we'll be exhaling through the nose. As long as you're breathing, don't worry too much about where you're breathing from. If it starts to feel awkward, just do it. It feels most natural. Just make sure you breathe. So as you inhale, extending the arms upwards. As you exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step the right foot back and hold that lunge for a moment, pressing through the back heels, trying to get a nice stretch here in your inner thighs. And then keeping the right hand on the mat, twisting and opening. Extending the left arm up. Replacing that hand and turning the other way, planting the back foot down, extending the right arm up, opening the chest to the opposite wall, and releasing that hand down. Step the left foot back, coming to plank, lowering all the way down, coming up to a cobra or to an upward facing dog, your option. Exhale, pressing back, pressing the heels down in your down dog, maybe jogging through if those hamstrings need a little work. Pressing the heels to the mat. Inhale, extending that right leg up. We're going to go to the center and to each side as we hinge forward. So hinging forward, knee towards chest, and extend back up. Open it out, knee to right elbow, and extend back up. Bringing it across, knee to left elbow, and back up. And again, to center. I like to exhale as I kick up. To the right elbow, opening up, and back. To the left elbow, and back. One more round, hinging forward, and extend. Opening the hip, and extend. To the left elbow, and extend. Good, placing that foot on the floor. Coming to your down dog again. Inhale, coming out, coming to plank. My hand weights are a little too close. We're going to do a couple push-ups, so turning the hands slightly inward. I like to have my hands slightly wider. You can, of course, keep them close to your body. It just makes it harder. By all means, drop to your knees if that's better for you. Just do 5 push-ups. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. And 3. And 2, not going past a 90-degree bend in our elbows. And you can keep it higher than that if you're still working on it. Bring those hands back to center. Press up, down dog. Right leg kicks up, swings forward, pull hands down, coming to our lunge again. On the opposite side. Pressing into this. And now planting the left hand down, twisting to that back wall, opening the right arm up. Breathing into the twist. Right hand finds the mat, switching, extend that left arm up, opening up. And bring the hand down, step the left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, extending up. Exhale. hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back lift. Exhale, release. This time, left foot steps back, releasing that back knee down. Hinging forward, opening up through the hip flexor, rolling shoulders down and back, extending the chest up towards the sky, reaching the arms up, pulling them down, squeezing the shoulder blades together in that cactus posture. And then hinging forward into your half splits, extending that right leg, letting the head drop down, giving yourself a stretch through your hamstring. Taking a breath. And hinging back forward, planting the hands down, step that right foot back, chaturanga down to cobra or up dog, and pressing back, downward facing dog. Left leg extends up, same series on this side, hinging forward, knee to chest, and extend. Knee to left elbow, and extend. Coming across to the right elbow, and up, and forward. And kick. Open up the hip. Making sure you're breathing. I tend to inhale as I go forward, exhale as I kick up, but you can do the opposite. Opening up. Last one across. And up, and place that foot down. Coming out into plank. Same thing, preparing yourself for push-ups, whatever hand position you prefer, whatever leg position you prefer. 5, exhale up for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good, pushing back up to your down dog, bring those hands back to that neutral position under the shoulders, and extend the left leg up. Bring it forward, plant it down, lunging on this side. Release the back knee to the mat, rising up, hinging forward, giving yourself a stretch. And extend those arms up, opening the chest, little back bend, pull like you're pulling a lap bar down, squeeze the shoulder blades together, stretching through there, and then hands find the mat, hinging back into your splits, or half splits rather. Good, hinging back forward, and then press that right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Have your light weights nearby. You can even pick them up if you want. I'm gonna pick them up as we come down into chair. So sitting down, pushing the hips back, knees over ankles. I'm gonna grab my weights right here. Bringing the weights up. So again, these are my baby weights. You could use up to 5 pounds if you wanted to. I'm choosing to use slightly lighter. Pull the belly button in, chest stays lifted, pushing back. We're gonna come to standing as we bring our hands down at the same time. So we just come to here, squeezing the glutes at the top, and then back into chair. If you want, you can do your exhale, breath of fire as you stand. We'll do 10. Inhale, exhale up, and 9. 5, and 3, and 2. Last one, come down into chair. Good, place those weights on the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. You can step back or jump back with 2 feet to your plank. Good, holding plank for a moment. And lowering down, chaturanga, cobra up dog, exhale down dog. Great. All right, extend the right leg high overhead, swing it forward, plant it down, grab weights. So I'm gonna use 2 5-pound weights here. You could use the lighter ones. You could even on this go heavier if that's what you have, but 5 is a nice number. And I'm gonna press up to a lunge. Okay? Good, so power lunge here. We're gonna hinge forward and we're gonna kick back with our triceps. We're gonna do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, nice deep bend of that front knee, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Now we're going to come up onto that. I just need to step back a tiny bit so don't go off screen. We're going to come up onto that standing leg. Press the left leg back behind us. Bring the weights down, flat back. Hold your balance in this modified warrior 3. And we're going to pull up towards our chest and down. 9, release. And 8. So you're engaging your core. Push through that back leg while we're working our arms and our chest. And 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Control, step that back foot back again, coming into that lunge. And now we're going to dip while we do bicep curls. Release the weights down, bending the back knee, hammer curls to the shoulders and down. And 9, 8, 7, 6, really focusing on bending the back knee. The front knee will be along for the ride, but we don't want to track out over our toes. Make sure you're going straight down and straight up. 2, last one. Good. Find that power lunge. Place the weights down on the mat, bending the knees, hands find the mat, and step the left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Coming back once again into your Utkatasana. Your option, picking up weights. I'm once again just going to pick up the baby weights for my purposes. We're going to hold Utkatasana this time. Bring the weights back behind us, and we're going to squeeze them together and release. Squeeze and release. Like we're pressing our palms towards one another, belly in, chest lifted. Keep going. Sitting down as low as you want without tracking over the toes, challenging yourself. And pause, turn the palms up and pulse up, up, up. Lifting those hands up to the ceiling. Little movement. If it ever gets too heavy, you can switch weights. You can drop the weights altogether. You can just work with your body's resistance. Water bottles filled with sand make really good weights. So you could have like the smaller water bottles and then slightly larger ones and fill them with sand. Water might not be heavy enough, but sand is more so. Good, and coming back down. Release the weights to the floor. Inhale halfway up, flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat, hands down, and step back or jump to your plank. Holding plank this time. Deep breath in and out. Belly in, long line, shoulders to the hips, to the heels. And chaturanga all the way down to your cobra up dog. Pressing back to down dog, heels to the mat. This time the left leg's going to extend forward. We're going to do the same thing on this side. So place that left foot down, grabbing the weights as you come up into your lunge, coming to your power lunge and do tricep kickbacks. So deep bend in the front knee, straight through the back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Find your balance, lunge up. I always have to step back. Lunge up into your warrior. Let those weights go. Push through the back heel. Pull the belly button in and pull up to the chest for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Place that back foot down. Once again, finding your long lunge. Bicep curls as we dip down. So release the hand weights down, bend the knee, curl up. 10, 9, 8. I've got my hammer curls so that my palms are facing inward, but your palms could face up too. We work slightly different parts of the bicep. 4, 3. If If you're using plate weights, palms up, of course, is going to work better. Last one. Good. Place those weights down. Hands find the mat. Step the right foot up. Forward fold. And then inhale. Rising all the way up. Exhale. Bring the hands to heart center. Okay. So grab either of your lighter weights. I'm going to take the little ones today. The 2-pound ones. I did this with 5-pound yesterday. I don't think I have it in me to do it with 5-pound today. Come to the center of your mat. Just have to do a million things to unlock my phone and see what my time is. Okay. Great. So, we are going to bring our hands to our chest. Sit nice and low. We're going to be stepping out into a squat, extending the arm back to center. To the other side, extend, back to center. Okay? So sitting low, knees over ankles, pressing the hips back. Open up into the squat, back to center. You stay pretty low, but there's still a little bit of a squat down as you step out to the side. Hi, people who have joined me. I see Tara. I can't see who the other person is. And back to center. Good. Big squat. Always pushing the hips back, knees over ankle, and your toes are slightly turned out so that you're tracking that way. Good. Let's do one more, each direction, and come to center, and just forward fold. Let those weights go down to the floor. Pull the belly button in. Take a couple deep breaths here. Inhale, rolling all the way up. Great, we're going to work our way down to the floor. So coming to the top of the mat, finding yourself in chair, Utkatasana. We're going to transition from chair to Navasana. So you're slowly going to bring yourself down, counterbalance, and sit, and extend the legs in Navasana. Holding for 5, for 4, chest lifted, for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, I'm going to put this blanket on the mat, towel rather, makes it more comfortable. All right, so go ahead and have any of your equipment nearby so that you can reach it. You're in a sitting position. We are going to, so totally optional to go ahead and put this weight, this resistance band on. We're not going to specifically use it in this first exercise, but it actually just makes you engage like a little bit, turning this way, so that my thighs are parallel. If I just let it go, they would actually squeeze together. So I'm having to engage it. The alternative you could do is if you have a ball, block, or couch cushion and squeeze in. So you're working different muscles, whether you're pushing out or squeezing in, but you could do either. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to do both. Okay, I'm going to grab my little weights. I'm going to hinge back, shoulders down and back, arms extended. We're going to do 2-part sit-ups, just halfway down, halfway back up. So we're going to go back and up and up. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Keep going. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. And 3, and 2. Last one. Let's hold down here. So kind of as low as you can go, keeping the chest lifted, the belly in, and the back from arching. Come up a little bit higher if any of those things aren't happening. Good, lift those arms up, open them out, and then just squeeze together and open. And squeeze and open. So this is why I chose a slightly lighter weight. It tends to put quite a bit of pressure on the shoulders for me if I go too heavy. So that's why at any point you can stop, and you might find that you just start building the strength, and maybe you can go up and up and up. I have 2-pound weights, 3-pound weights, 5-pound weights, and then the 10-pound. So I can always sort of pick. And they're not expensive, they're just a challenge when you move locations. And 3, and 2, last one, and pull all the way up. I figure by investing in these things and keeping them at home, it saves me gym membership. Okay, so I'm gonna actually pick up a heavier weight, but you can keep those ones right there if you want for our twists. So, hinging back slightly again, belly button in, we're gonna twist to one side and the other. So you could be doubling up 2 weights, or you could just hold 1 weight, whatever works. Exhaling, twist, inhale to center. Exhale to twist, inhale to center. And notice what's going on now with your lower body, because you've got to keep the legs engaged, whether you've got a ball or a block between your knees, or if you have a resistance band on, you have to be working to keep your legs in alignment. 3, 2, 1, and back to center. Okay, keeping this band on, or go ahead and put it on if you haven't already, if you have one. We're gonna lower down to the mat. I'm gonna pick up the 1 heavy weight. Again, you could use any combination of weights that you want. You can have 1 on each hip, or I've just got the 1 here in the center. And we're gonna lift all the way up, keeping those thighs parallel. And we're gonna dip down and squeeze up. So this is one that I do probably almost every single one of these videos. I've done this particular exercise. It's just really effective for our glutes. And it doesn't put pressure on our back or on our knees. So we're working our gluteal muscles, but we're not hurting anything else, which is quite good. So I like it. Plus it kind of feels like you're relaxing because you're down here on the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring those feet together so that they're touching. Lower down and up, open. Down and up, open your frog legs. Good, and open. Down, up, open. So it's a little bit lower down to the floor than we were doing before. And again, even if you don't have a resistance band, you are pressing against the resistance as if it was there. It's still effective. 3, and 2. The last one, hold it. And just up at the top, open, close. Open, close. Squeeze open, release. Open, release. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold it, little teeny pulses, squeezing up, up, up. Tiny little lift to the ceiling, squeeze, 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 squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lower that down. Roll yourself up. You can leave that on for the time being. I'm going to see if I don't run out of time, do one more thing with it. In the meantime, it's fine to just have it on. Come all the way down to your back. We're going to do spinal roll-up. So I've got a 5-pound weight. You can grab any one of your weights. You could also just use a ball, a block, anything at all to bring your focus here. I've got my legs extended. You can do this with the knees bent. Inhale. As you exhale, roll up. If your knees are bent, extend them. Spine stretch forward. So back is rounded, belly button's pulling in, we're reaching forward. As we inhale, we sit up straight, pull the belly button in as we roll down. So it's spinal roll up, Pilates spinal roll up with a weight. Inhale, exhale to roll up. Spine stretch forward. Inhale to sit. Exhale, belly button in, rolling all the way down. Inhale, exhale, roll up, and again, feel free to bend your knees, and then extend, and then bend, and then roll down. 3 more. Extend, inhale, and roll down. 2 more. And roll down. Last one. Inhale up and roll all the way down. Excellent. Okay, band is still on, or you can put it on if you want to use it. We're going to come onto hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Belly button in. Make sure there's no weights in our way. And we're going to lift the leg out to the side and back in. Lift up and in. Keep the abdominal muscles engaged, trying not to shift the hips side to side. 4, 3, 2. Last one, lift it up and hold it and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it and down. Other side, lift up and squeeze. Up and squeeze. Keep going. And again, if you're not using a band, totally fine. Just imagine you're pressing against something. You'd be amazed what that does. Good, last one up, lift up and hold, and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold, 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 and release. Good, now go ahead and take this off. And you can take a weight. I would not do more than 5, simply for safety's sake. You could also use a ball here. We're going to come down onto our forearms, and I'm going to put the weight under my knee here. The reason I say not heavier is because if it falls, it's just, the heavier the worse it is. A block would do, a ball would do, anything you want. Come down onto forearms, lift that knee up. So notice my back is not dropped and arched, right? Belly button in, heel is pushing towards the ceiling, and we're going to push up. So it's a little movement. You should be feeling this in your gluteal muscles, not in your back. That is the very last thing that we want with any of this. Pump up, 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 up. 10 more seconds. Keep breathing. And release that down. Switch legs. Find your stability, belly button in, lift that leg up, and squeeze. So if you're using a ball, you're not adding weight, but you're having to squeeze your leg back to keep that ball in place, and that helps just bring your focus there and engages muscles. And then if you use weight, of course, you're making your legs work harder. Your legs, your glutes could certainly handle a heavier weight, but like I said, I just don't want you to hurt yourself. I don't want a giant weight dropping down in your other leg. A few more seconds, push up, 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 up. Good, and release that down. Sit back on your heels in child's pose for a moment. Good, bring yourself up. Bringing the soles of the feet together, sitting up tall, just coming to a butterfly, Baddha Konasana for a moment. Chest lifting. Pressing away. Let yourself forward fold, dropping the head towards the knees, or towards the feet, I should say. Good, bring yourself up, extend those legs out. Sitting tall, twisting to one side. Hand comes behind, pressing against the thigh or the shin. Back to center, inhale up. And to the other side. Inhale up, forward fold. And roll yourself all the way up. And there you go, your 30 minutes of Yogatōn.